I hate doing laundry when I'm wasted. What is a casual setting doing on the dryer? What does that even mean? How and why does it exist? Is it referring to going back to the 1800s when you were doing laundry the old-fashioned way and you saw this cute chick walking by and you were like, welcome back to the watch party, everyone. I'm your host, Gene. It's some strange days we're living in, so how was yours? Mine wasn't that bad. Where there's work, there's not work. I showed up to the job thinking that there was and there wasn't. So I drove back home after errands thinking, yeah, I'm gonna make the most of it. Gonna do this and gonna have some fun. Okay, it's a good time. Then I'm gonna shoot a video and gonna and then you got 2 more videos to shoot because WandaVision starts on Friday, so yeah, that was my day. So let's not waste any more time and get right into the episode 9 review. If you're new to the watch party, hit pause on this, watch episode 9 and come back. We start a review and analysis in 3, 2, 1. I gotta warn you that this is the first episode that I'm really gonna tank. I think it did a lot of things really cool and I think it really shit the bed on others. But as an eternal optimist, we're gonna end the episode on a high note, so here we go. Okay, rapey Darth Vader. I assumed he was dead, but here he is. His voice cutting out was pretty cool. And he's got the robot's head in his backpack? That's so f***ing awesome. But why is there a spout on the back of his helmet that shoots out his own blood? If you thought about it, makes sense. He's being fed nutrients into his bloodstream to keep him alive, but this was never revealed to us before. Why are we forced to figure this out now? How did he survive so long without anyone feeding him? And then it reverses the blood flow? We're also forced to assume he figured that out when everyone was distracted, but how? And for some inexplicable reason, he becomes the Incredible Hulk? Ridiculous. There's now officially way too many quote miracles in this show, but this was definitely not one of them. This was just over the top stupid. Tempest has become one of my favorite characters. She displayed a lot of bravery this episode. I enjoy the strange evolving relationship between her and Mother. It's no longer caregiver to child, but more on equal levels like a close friendship. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing more of her. Need everyone's help on this one. When she was staring in the sky at the 3 moons and the Prius flying between them, what was the significance of that? Hunter has come around, but his excitement over waking Father doesn't feel right. There you are, Father, yay! You never got along with Father to begin with. Wasn't Hunter semi-responsible for his ambush and death? Character motivations seem to be rushed all over this episode. That scene would have worked if it took place after Marcus tried burning his arm off. And about that, why was Hunter acting like a little bitch? He could have ran away from Marcus, yelled, "Get your f***ing hands off me," fought back, begged the Mithraic for his help. Why didn't the other soldiers jump to Hunter's defense? This is the same Marcus who advocated for the children just a few episodes ago and is now actively harming them. As for Marcus, now you know why not to take the manager position at your shitty job. But I didn't like how the Mithraic turned on him in just 1 episode, even with the violence. It was too rushed. Didn't it take 2 to 3 episodes for them to burn their other eminence? And weren't they following Marcus into battle and worshipping his feet just 2 episodes ago? And what's the point of Lucius stuffing the eyes down Marcus's throat? Don't tell me he's gonna be an Incredible Hulk too. Dum 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 dum. What did you think of Paul this episode? He was possessed at the end there, right? Just like Marcus, he hears a voice in his head, does what it tells him. Burning the cards involved fire, just like Marcus too. Seems like Paul has his own message or feeling. Is he taking on a John the Baptist role instead of Space Jesus? Holly is super awesome for coming to Tempest's defense in a hopeless situation, but why is she in Vita defending Mother before Sue could blow her away? Did they forget that this was the very same person who killed their mothers and everyone else just a week ago? Ugh. Robert, this is a question for you. What is the tooth of Romulus? Let's talk about the 2 conversations between Sue and Mother. First one, I like the caregiving program versus human empathy argument. Isn't instinct a form of human programming itself? And in extreme pain and distress, Mother doesn't skip a beat at being a cold-hearted She could be a mafia boss. That double dig to Sue about not being an actual mother was absolutely nuts. How did Sue refrain from killing her right then and there? The second conversation was a very human moment between Sue and Mother. Mother seems to know when to keep her mouth shut and just absorb. When Mother was retreating away from Father and Campion during their reunion, was she actually feeling shame? Typical gender roles are reversed in this relationship. Mother, the cheating, belittling, abusive kid, and Father, the girl that's too good for her. The part where the Watcher was watching gave me chills. I like how he set up the Mithraic tarot cards. He obviously wants Mother specifically to see them, but how do you tease him this episode and then forget to put him in it? That's infuriating as all hell. And why is HBO waiting to blow their load this last episode? We've been teased about these boreholes, nothing. Temple, nothing. Talion voices, nothing. Dragons, nothing. How has HBO not learned how to pace a show by now? It's why I was afraid we could be getting Westworlded. Season 1 of that show was amazing. 2, not so much. 3, complete waste of time. Result? No one talks about Westworld. No one cares or looks forward to a season 4. HBO could avoid this by not only learning from their own mistakes, but adopting lessons from Netflix and Disney. Look, not everything has to be Marvelized, but a lot of providers have discovered the formula of long-term success for their shows and franchises, and it all comes down to planning. When you're flying off the cuff, you run into the problems we're seeing now, such as pacing, rushed character development, overall tones that don't make sense, teases never revealed, but if they are, way too late. Don't take this criticism the wrong way. I'm still very much looking forward to a season 2, no matter how satisfying the finale is or isn't. But HBO can't do things the old way anymore. We're in the 2020s. Get your shit together. And finally, as promised, ending the show on a positive note. So let's dive into Father's Awakening. Is he truly alive? What does that even mean? I think Therefore I Am just doesn't cut it for me. If Father's personality is simply manufactured programming, then that's all it really is. He's simply a drone, a body with a set of instructions inside. We're that to a degree. Our autonomic nervous systems run our bodies while our personalities help dictate our actions. But are you the same person you were 5 years ago? How about 10? It's not just the gift of thinking and processing our environment that makes us alive. It's our ability to mold and change our personalities over time. There's evidence that Mother is in the middle of this transition. If Father's Awakening truly deserves to be celebrated, he needs to start rewriting his own code. Otherwise, much like family members you try to have nothing to do with, he's the same stupid, annoying machine he was before. And that's the end of the episode 9 review. So what did you guys think? Are you starting to get as nervous as I am, or are you just like, Gene, you got way too much time on your hands? Which may be true, but you know what? We're living this golden age of television. There's so much good stuff to watch, and we really don't have time to waste. Huge thanks to everyone who contributes or is going to contribute to the show. I can't do it without you. And thank you for putting up for new formats of the show. I'm still feeling my way through this. As always, thank you for watching Sunday Night Watch Party.